In this video, we will review how to start a new tax return. From starting the new return to entering the basic information, which is essentially the top of the 1040. So to start the new tax return, we will select Start New Tax Return. We will then enter the Social Security number. Select Start New Return. Select OK on the pop-up about the 7216 consent reminder. And then it will ask you to select a filing status for the taxpayer. If you're unsure about the filing status, there is a filing status wizard that can help you to determine what is the best filing status for this individual. For this example, I will select Head of Household and then continue to save. It then prompts me to enter the personal information for the taxpayer. And I can hit the Tab key or use the mouse, whatever you're more comfortable with. After entering the name, date of birth, occupation, there's a few check boxes for customization, but for this example, we'll keep it pretty basic. It will then ask me to enter the address. Entering the zip code does pre-populate the city and state, and then the phone number. Then continue to save and progress. From there, it will ask me about the Georgia state return because it does recognize that I put a Georgia address. At this point, you can enter an email address for the taxpayer. And once you're done, select continue. And then it brings me to the dependent section. This is a head of household return, so we would need to enter a dependent. So I'll say yes and enter the dependent's information. Going to the last names pre-populate with the same last name as the taxpayer. You can override that if the last name is different for the dependent. Then I will enter the date of birth and social security number. Answer a residency question, type of relationship, and then it defaults to being with the taxpayer for all 12 months, which you can change. Continue to save and progress. It then brings me to the dependent list where it lists out all of your dependents. At the top, there is a Add Dependent button. There's also an Edit icon and Delete icon. If you have no other dependents, you can continue to save and progress. And then the last piece for the basic information is the identity theft protection PIN. If you do not have one to enter, you can continue to save. And that is the completion of creating a tax return.